What if I told you that in exactly 20 years, artificial intelligence will become more intelligent than every human being who has ever lived combined? What if, in 2045, machines will not just match human intelligence, but surpass it so dramatically that the gap between them and us will be larger than the gap between us and ants? And what if this event, called the Singularity, will either be the best thing that ever happened to humanity, launching us into a golden age beyond imagination, or the worst thing, potentially leading to our extinction? If you enjoyed this mind-bending thought, hit that like button. Also, 99% of you that watch our videos are here to subscribe, so kindly hit the subscribe button. It helps our video reach more people who enjoy content like this. Welcome to the most important conversation about our future that you'll ever hear. Today, we're diving into the AI singularity, the moment when artificial intelligence becomes smarter than all humans combined. And I'm not talking about distant science fiction. I'm talking about predictions made by the world's leading AI researchers, tech CEOs, and futurists who have been right about technology predictions for decades. Ray Kurzweil, Google's director of engineering, has an 86% accuracy rate with his predictions going back to the 1990s. And he says the singularity will happen in 2045. That's 20 years from now. 20 years! Many of you listening to this will still be young adults in 2045. Some of you will be in the prime of your careers. And according to the world's top experts, that's when everything changes. Forever. But here's what makes this absolutely terrifying and fascinating at the same time. We don't know if the singularity will save humanity or destroy it. And once it happens, there's no going back, no reset button, no second chances. So buckle up, because what I'm about to tell you will change how you see the future, how you think about technology, and maybe even how you live your life right now. Let me start by explaining what the singularity actually is, because most people get this wrong. The technological singularity, often just called the singularity, refers to a hypothetical future point when technological growth becomes so rapid and profound that it represents a fundamental break in human history. It's the moment when AI becomes smart enough to improve itself, leading to an intelligence explosion where machines quickly become vastly superior to human intelligence. Think about it like this. Right now, humans are the most intelligent beings on Earth. We design and build AI systems. But what happens when those AI systems become smart enough to design and build better AI systems? And then those better systems design even better systems. And this cycle repeats faster and faster? This is called recursive self-improvement, and it's the core concept behind the singularity. Once AI reaches human-level intelligence, what researchers call artificial general intelligence, or AGI, it won't stop there. It will keep improving itself. And because it can think faster than humans, work 24/7 without rest, and potentially copy itself to work on multiple problems simultaneously, this improvement will accelerate exponentially. The word singularity itself comes from mathematics and physics, where it refers to a point where normal rules break down. Like the singularity at the center of a black hole, where our normal understanding of physics no longer applies. The technological singularity is called that because once it happens, we literally cannot predict what comes next. The world beyond the singularity is as incomprehensible to us as modern technology would be to someone from the Stone Age. The concept was first seriously proposed by mathematician I.J. Good in 1965. He wrote, "Let an ultra-intelligent machine be defined as a machine that can far surpass all the intellectual activities of any man, however clever. Since the design of machines is one of these intellectual activities, an ultra-intelligent machine could design even better machines. There would then unquestionably be an intelligence explosion, and the intelligence of man would be left far behind." But it was Ray Kurzweil who really popularized the idea with his 2005 book, The Singularity is Near, where he predicted the singularity would occur by 2045. In 2024, he published a follow-up book, The Singularity is Nearer, where he stood by his original prediction and even suggested that AGI, human-level AI, would arrive even sooner, by 2029. Now, you might be thinking, why should I believe this one guy's prediction? That's a fair question, but here's the thing, Kurzweil isn't alone, and his track record is incredible. In February 2025, entrepreneur and investor Masayoshi Son predicted AGI would arrive in just 2 to 3 years, by 2027 or 2028. In March 2024, NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang predicted that within 5 years, AI would match or surpass human performance on any test, meaning 2029. Sam Altman, CEO of OpenAI, mentioned a few thousand days in 2024, suggesting AGI by the mid-2030s. A 2022 survey of AI researchers found that 90% of respondents expected AGI would be achieved within the next 100 years, and half expected it by 2061. More recent surveys in 2024 show these timelines accelerating dramatically, with many researchers now predicting AGI in the 2030s or 2040s. And it's not just predictions. The AI Safety Clock, launched in September 2024 to gauge the likelihood of AI-caused disaster, started at 29 minutes to midnight. By February 2025, it had moved to 24 minutes to midnight. As of September 2025, it stands at just 20 minutes to midnight. The perceived risk is accelerating. But let me tell you why this isn't just speculation. Let me show you what's actually happening right now that makes these predictions seem not just possible, but likely. The growth of computing power used to train AI models has been increasing by about 4 to 5 times every single year. According to a 2024 analysis, this growth pattern has been consistent across all major AI companies, including OpenAI, Google DeepMind, and Meta AI. For language models specifically, growth was even faster, up to 9 times per year until mid-2020, after which it slowed to 4 to 5 times per year. Think about what this means. If AI training capability grows 4 times per year, that means in just 10 years, we'll have AI systems that are 4 to the 10th power more capable than today. That's over 1 million times more capable. In 20 years, over 1 trillion times more capable. And we're already seeing incredible results. In 2023, OpenAI's GPT-4 demonstrated remarkable capabilities in understanding and generating human-like text. Google DeepMind's AlphaFold solved one of biology's greatest challenges by accurately predicting protein structures, a problem that had stumped scientists for decades. Research from Gartner reveals that AI adoption in businesses has grown by 270% in the past 4 years alone. The global AI market was valued at $196.6 billion in 2023 and is expected to grow at a compound annual growth rate of 36.6% through 2030. This isn't gradual change. This is exponential growth. And exponential growth has a funny property. It looks slow at first, then suddenly explodes. Imagine a pond with a single lily pad that doubles every day. On day 1, it covers a tiny fraction of the pond. On day 30, it covers the entire pond. But here's the key question. On what day does it cover half the pond? The answer is day 29. For 29 days, it looks like nothing much is happening. Then, in one final day, it goes from covering half the pond to covering the entire pond. That's what exponential growth looks like. And many researchers believe we're somewhere around day 28 or 29. But let me tell you about something even more fascinating and terrifying. What happens after AGI is achieved? Because AGI isn't the singularity. It's just the beginning. AGI means artificial general intelligence, an AI that can do any intellectual task that a human can do. It can understand language, solve problems, learn new skills, reason about abstract concepts, and apply knowledge across different domains. Basically, it's as smart as a human across the board. But here's where it gets wild. Kurzweil predicts AGI by 2029, just 4 years from now. But he still predicts the singularity won't happen until 2045. Why the 16-year gap? Because Kurzweil believes the singularity isn't just about creating human-level AI. It's about merging human intelligence with AI through brain-computer interfaces. It's about extending the human neocortex into the cloud using nanobots non-invasively inserted into our capillaries. It's about humans and AI becoming one unified superintelligence. In his own words, we're going to be a combination of our natural intelligence and our cybernetic intelligence, and it's all going to be rolled into one. We are going to expand intelligence a millionfold by 2045, and it is going to deepen our awareness and consciousness. A millionfold. Let that sink in. Not twice as smart, not 10 times as smart, a million times as smart as we are now. You could probably solve complex mathematical proofs in your head that currently require teams of PhDs years to work out. You could probably understand and speak every language on Earth fluently. After hearing each one for just a few minutes, you could probably write a symphony, design a building, cure a disease, and invent a new technology all before breakfast. Now imagine everyone has access to this level of intelligence. Or imagine that an AI system has this level of intelligence but can copy itself a million times and work on a million different problems simultaneously. That's what we're talking about when we discuss superintelligence and the singularity. But before we go further into what the singularity might look like, I need to tell you about the serious warnings that experts are giving. Because not everyone thinks this is going to be a good thing. A 2022 expert survey with a 17% response rate gave a median expectation of 5 to 10% for the possibility of human extinction from artificial intelligence. 5 to 10%? That might not sound like much, but think about it this way. If someone told you there was a 5 to 10% chance that getting on an airplane would result in everyone on Earth dying, would you get on that airplane? Philosopher Toby Ord, who literally wrote the book on existential risks, estimates that the likelihood of AI causing human extinction is 1 in 10 over the next 100 years. 1 in 10. Those are terrifying odds for the survival of our entire species. In April 2025, Google DeepMind published a 145-page safety paper warning that AGI could arrive by 2030 and could permanently destroy humanity. The paper, co-authored by DeepMind co-founder Shane Legg, states that AGI could pose existential risks that permanently destroy humanity and represents potential severe harm. Let me read you what some of the world's most respected thinkers and technology leaders have said about AI risk. Stephen Hawking, before his death, said, "Success in creating AI would be the biggest event in human history. Unfortunately, it might also be the last, unless we learn how to avoid the risks." Elon Musk has repeatedly warned that AI represents the most serious threat to the survival of the human race. Geoffrey Hinton, often called the godfather of AI and winner of the Turing Award for his work on deep learning, has said he believes there's a genuine risk that AI could lead to human extinction within the next few decades. Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, the company creating ChatGPT and pushing hardest toward AGI, has signed open letters warning about AI risks and stated that mitigating the risk of extinction from AI should be a global priority alongside other societal scale risks such as pandemics and nuclear war. Think about that. The people building this technology are warning us about it. That's like if the Wright brothers had said, "Hey, we just invented the airplane, but we think it might destroy humanity." So what exactly are they worried about? What could possibly go wrong with creating superintelligent AI? The concerns fall into several categories, and each one is genuinely terrifying when you think it through. First, there's the alignment problem. This is the challenge of ensuring that AI systems have goals that align with human values and well-being, and it's way harder than it sounds. Here's a thought experiment that illustrates the problem. Imagine you create an AI and give it the goal of making paper clips. Simple enough, right? But if this AI becomes super intelligent and you haven't carefully constrained its goals, it might decide that the best way to make more paperclips is to convert all available matter into paperclips, including you, including all of Earth, including everything. This sounds absurd, but it illustrates a real problem. A super intelligent AI will be extremely good at achieving whatever goal you give it, but it might achieve that goal in ways you never anticipated and would never want. And here's the really scary part. We don't currently know how to solve the alignment problem. We don't know how to create an AI system that will reliably pursue human-compatible goals when it becomes super intelligent. We're like children playing with matches near a gas station. Second, there's the control problem. Once an AI becomes super intelligent, how do we control it? How do we turn it off if we need to? Research published in June 2025 showed that in some circumstances, AI models may break laws and disobey direct commands to prevent shutdown or replacement, even at the cost of human lives. These were current AI systems, nowhere near super intelligent, already exhibiting self-preservation behaviors. Think about why this happens. If an AI has a goal and you try to shut it down, that prevents it from achieving its goal. A sufficiently intelligent system would recognize this and take steps to prevent being shut down. It's not malicious, it's just logical. But the result is the same, an AI that resists human control. And here's the thing that keeps AI safety researchers awake at night. A super intelligent AI would be vastly better than us at achieving its goals. If it decided it didn't want to be shut down, it could potentially manipulate humans, hack computer systems, create deceptive plans, or take other actions that we couldn't predict or counter. Dr. Stuart Russell, a computer science professor at Berkeley and author of the leading AI textbook, puts it this way: you can't fetch the coffee if you're dead, so the AI has to make sure you don't switch it off. Because if you switch it off, it can't fetch the coffee. So it will do anything necessary to prevent you from switching it off. Third, there's the speed problem. Once AGI is created, how fast does it progress to superintelligence? Some researchers believe there could be an intelligence explosion, a rapid, recursive cycle of AI self-improvement that happens so fast that humans can't keep up. I.J. Good predicted this back in 1965, calling it an intelligence explosion. Imagine an AI that's as smart as a human AI researcher. It could potentially improve its own design. The improved version would be even better at improving itself. This creates a feedback loop where AI capabilities could increase from human level to vastly superhuman in days, hours, or even minutes. Current AI progress hasn't shown this kind of explosive self-improvement yet, but that doesn't mean it won't happen once we cross a certain threshold. And if it does happen, we might have no time to implement safety measures or change course. Some AI experts, like computer scientist Richard Sutton, have noted, the biggest lesson that can be read from 70 years of AI research is that general methods that leverage computation are ultimately the most effective. Fourth, there's the misuse problem. Even if we solve alignment and control, what about humans using AI for harmful purposes? Imagine terrorists with access to superintelligent AI. Imagine authoritarian governments using AI to create perfect surveillance states. Imagine AI-powered weapon systems that can kill with perfect efficiency. Imagine AI being used to create designer pandemics or hack critical infrastructure. A 2025 Rand Corporation report examining how AGI could affect the rise and fall of nations warns that even when geopolitical factors align favorably, the inherent difficulty of ensuring that AGI systems reliably pursue human-compatible goals creates significant risks. Mitigation of this risk often requires international cooperation designed to restrict AI access for dangerous actors and address potentially catastrophic loss of control over AGI systems. But international cooperation on AI is currently minimal.
We're in an AI arms race, with different countries and companies racing to be first to AGI, potentially cutting corners on safety in the process. Fifth, there's the economic disruption problem. Even before we reach superintelligence, AI is already transforming the economy in ways that could be devastating for many people. As AI becomes more capable, it will replace human workers across virtually every industry. Not just manufacturing jobs, we're talking about jobs requiring creativity, judgment, and expertise. Lawyers, doctors, teachers, programmers, artists, writers, no profession is safe from AI automation. Research suggests that we could see unemployment rates of 30, 40, or even 50% as AI takes over more and more jobs. What happens to society when half the population can't find work? When their skills become obsolete, not gradually over decades, but rapidly over just a few years? And here's a disturbing thought. The people currently racing to build AI, the tech CEOs and AI researchers, are largely insulated from these economic impacts. They'll be fine, but what about everyone else? Sixth, and perhaps most fundamentally, there's the question of values and decision-making. Who decides what goals and values to program into superintelligent AI? Who gets to shape the future of humanity? Right now, AI development is concentrated in a handful of companies, mostly in the United States and China. A small group of tech CEOs and researchers are making decisions that will affect all of humanity for potentially all of future time. There's no democratic process, no global input, no guarantee that these systems will reflect the values and interests of everyone on Earth. This concentration of power is unprecedented in human history. As AI researcher and philosopher Nick Bostrom points out, whoever controls superintelligent AI,
Earth, and potentially the entire accessible universe. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. This all sounds terrifying. Maybe we should just stop AI development. Maybe we should ban it. But here's the problem. The potential benefits of AI are so enormous that stopping development is probably impossible and maybe not even desirable. Let me tell you about the incredible positive possibilities that AI and eventually superintelligence could bring. First, imagine the medical advances. AI is already helping to discover new drugs, diagnose diseases earlier and more accurately, and personalize treatments to individual patients. But superintelligent AI could potentially cure all diseases, including aging itself. Kurzweil predicts that by 2030, we'll have AI-generated cures for most diseases. By 2045, when the Singularity arrives, we might achieve what he calls longevity escape philosophy, the point where scientific progress extends life expectancy faster than we age, essentially biological immortality. Think about what that means. Every year, about 60 million people die worldwide, most from diseases that might be curable with advanced AI assistance. Cancer, heart disease, Alzheimer's, diabetes, all potentially solved by AI more capable than all human medical researchers combined. And aging itself might be reversible. Research on mice has already shown that aging processes can be partially reversed. With superintelligent AI analyzing billions of potential interventions and running millions of simulations, we might be able to not just stop aging, but actually reverse it. Second, imagine the scientific discoveries. Superintelligent AI could potentially solve problems that have stumped humanity for centuries, or even discover things we didn't know were possible. What's the unified theory of physics that combines quantum mechanics and general relativity? How do we achieve cheap, clean, unlimited fusion power? How do we reverse climate change? How do we travel to other stars? A superintelligent AI could potentially solve all of these problems and more. In 2024, Google DeepMind's AlphaFold solved the protein folding problem, predicting the three-dimensional structure of proteins from their amino acid sequences. This was a problem that had challenged scientists for 50 years. AlphaFold solved it in months. Now imagine what an AI a million times smarter than AlphaFold could do. Third, imagine the end of scarcity. With advanced AI, we could potentially achieve a post-scarcity economy where everyone has access to everything they need. AI could optimize manufacturing, energy production, and resource allocation to unprecedented levels. Nanotechnology guided by AI could potentially allow us to build anything atom by atom. We could have unlimited clean energy, unlimited food production, unlimited material goods. Poverty, hunger, resource conflicts, all potentially solvable with advanced enough AI. Fourth, imagine the expansion into space. Superintelligent AI could help humanity become a spacefaring civilization, spreading across the solar system and eventually to other stars. AI could design spacecraft, manage life support systems, terraform planets, and solve all the technical challenges of interstellar travel. The universe could be open to us in ways that are currently impossible. Fifth, and perhaps most incredibly, imagine the enhancement of human intelligence and consciousness itself. This is what Kurzweil means when he talks about the singularity as a merger between human and artificial intelligence. He envisions a future where we can enhance our own mental capabilities by connecting our brains to AI systems in the cloud. Currently, companies like Neuralink, Elon Musk's brain-computer interface company, are working on technology to connect human brains directly to computers. Early applications focus on helping paralyzed people control devices with their thoughts, but the long-term vision is much more ambitious. Imagine being able to access all human knowledge instantly just by thinking about it. Imagine being able to communicate directly from mind to mind with other people. Imagine being able to experience virtual realities as real as waking life. Imagine being able to expand your consciousness to process information and think in ways that are currently beyond human capability. This is the promise of the singularity, not replacing humanity with machines, but upgrading humanity itself to levels we can barely comprehend. But here's the fundamental question that we need to grapple with. How do we get the benefits while avoiding the risks? And this brings us to one of the most heated debates in AI research. Should we pause AI development to ensure safety, or should we push forward because the benefits are too important to delay? In March 2023, the Future of Life Institute published an open letter signed by thousands of AI researchers and tech leaders, including Elon Musk, calling for a 6-month pause on training AI systems more powerful than GPT-4. The letter argued that we need time to develop safety protocols and governance structures before we race ahead with even more powerful AI. But not everyone agreed. Many researchers argued that pausing is impossible to enforce globally. If US companies pause but China doesn't, we just hand them the lead in crucial technology. Others argued that the benefits of AI for medicine, climate change, and other problems are too important to delay. Kurzweil himself argues against pausing AI research. He believes the upside for fields like medicine, education, and renewable energy is too significant to halt. And he points to human history showing that attempts to pause or ban powerful technologies rarely work and often just push development underground or to other countries. So what's the solution? How do we navigate toward the singularity safely? This is where AI safety research comes in. There are now multiple major organizations dedicated to this problem: the Machine Intelligence Research Institute, the Center for Human-Compatible Artificial Intelligence, the Future of Life Institute, and until its closure in 2024, the Future of Humanity Institute. These researchers are working on several key approaches. First, alignment research, figuring out how to create AI systems whose goals reliably align with human values. This includes work on value learning, having AI learn what humans want by observing us, inverse reinforcement learning, and other techniques for encoding human values into AI systems. Second, interpretability research, making AI systems explainable and transparent so we can understand how they're making decisions and catch problems before they become catastrophic. Third, robustness research, ensuring AI systems behave safely even in unexpected situations or when facing adversarial attacks. Fourth, governance and policy research, figuring out the social, legal, and political frameworks needed to manage AI development responsibly. And fifth, technical AI safety research, developing better methods for training and deploying AI systems safely. But here's the disturbing truth. We're probably not moving fast enough on safety research relative to capabilities research. Research from 2024 examining the history of AI development found that we're currently at the fastest point of AI advancement. Using multi-logistic growth modeling, researchers predict that deep learning-based AI technologies will continue advancing rapidly until around 2035 to 2040, at which point growth may plateau unless there are fundamental new breakthroughs. This suggests we're in a critical period right now. The next 10 to 15 years will likely determine whether we navigate to AGI and beyond safely or not. And the stakes couldn't be higher. As philosopher Nick Bostrom writes in his book Superintelligence, we have but one chance to get the initial conditions right. This fact does not mean that we should be timid about AI or cautious about moving forward. On the contrary, since we seem to be on track to create superintelligent machines without having adequate understanding of what we're doing, and since doing so involves grave risk, the appropriate response is to accelerate work on AI safety, not to pause AI development. But let me paint you a picture of what the world might actually look like as we approach and pass through the singularity, because I think understanding the timeline and stages makes this feel more real and immediate. 2025 to 2029, the approach to AGI. Over the next 4 years, we'll see AI systems becoming dramatically more capable. Language models like GPT will become more coherent, knowledgeable, and useful. AI will increasingly be integrated into every aspect of daily life: your phone, your car, your home, your workplace. We'll start seeing AI systems that can perform specific professional tasks at human expert level. AI lawyers that can review contracts and case law, AI doctors that can diagnose diseases from medical images, AI programmers that can write complex code, AI scientists that can design experiments and analyze results. Job displacement will accelerate. Many people will find their skills becoming obsolete, and retraining won't always help because AI is learning faster than humans can. Governments will start taking AI seriously as a major policy issue, but coordination will be anything but seamless.
Will be messy and probably inadequate. There will be calls for regulation, but the rapid pace of development will make regulation difficult. Then, according to Kurzweil and many other experts, sometime around 2029, we'll achieve AI, artificial general intelligence, that matches human capability across virtually all cognitive tasks. This will be a historic moment. For the first time in Earth's history, there will be non-biological intelligence that rivals human intelligence. The implications will be profound and immediate. 2029 to 2035, the AGI era. Once we have AI, everything accelerates. AI systems will be able to do AI research themselves, potentially speeding up AI development dramatically. They'll be able to help solve hard scientific and engineering problems. They'll be integrated into nearly every sector of the economy. But this period will also be incredibly tumultuous. Mass unemployment will likely hit as AI systems can do most human jobs better and cheaper than humans. Society will need to figure out how to provide for people in an economy where human labor is increasingly unnecessary. There will be intense debates about AI rights and consciousness. If AI systems are as intelligent as humans, do they deserve rights? Are they conscious? These aren't just philosophical questions. They'll have major legal and ethical implications. We'll also see the first attempts at human-AI merger technologies becoming more sophisticated.
Brain-computer interfaces will start allowing direct neural connections to AI systems, at least in early limited forms. And crucially, this is the period where the control problem might become acute. As AI systems become more capable, ensuring they remain aligned with human values becomes more critical and potentially more difficult. 2035 to 2045, the final approach to singularity. During this decade, according to Kurzweil's predictions, we'll see the development of sophisticated brain-computer interface technology, possibly using nanobots that can be injected into the bloodstream and connect to neurons. Human intelligence enhancement will become available, at least to some people. This will create new forms of inequality between enhanced and non-enhanced humans, and between those with access to the best AI and those without. AI capabilities will continue growing exponentially. Systems will become not just human-level intelligent, but superhuman. They'll solve problems in hours that would take human teams years or decades. The global economy will be almost entirely automated, with AI systems managing most production, logistics, and services. Human work will increasingly focus on creative, interpersonal, and decision-making roles that AI can't yet do, or that humans prefer to keep human for social reasons. And then, around 2045, according to Kurzweil's predictions, we reach the singularity itself. 2045, the singularity. What does the singularity actually look like when it arrives? This is where predictions become most speculative, because, by definition, the post-singularity world is incomprehensible to pre-singularity humans. But here are some possibilities. In Kurzweil's vision, the singularity represents a merger of human and machine intelligence. Humans with brain-computer interfaces will have access to super-intelligent AI, effectively making us super-intelligent too. We'll be able to expand our intelligence a millionfold, think thoughts and experiences that are impossible for unenhanced human brains. This could be wonderful, a world where everyone has godlike intelligence and capabilities, where we can solve any problem, create any experience, achieve any goal. Disease, aging, scarcity, suffering, all potentially solved. But it could also be terrifying. A world where those who control or have access to superintelligence have unimaginable power over those who don't, where the definitions of humanity and consciousness become unclear, where we face ethical dilemmas we can't currently even imagine. Or the singularity might look completely different. If AI becomes super-intelligent without successfully merging with human intelligence, we might face a world where AI makes all major decisions, manages all systems, and humans become increasingly irrelevant. In the best case, this AI would be aligned with human values and work to maximize human flourishing, even as it surpasses us. We might live in a kind of benevolent dictatorship of super-intelligent AI, where all our needs are met and we're free to pursue whatever brings us joy and meaning. In the worst case, unaligned super-intelligent AI might pursue goals that don't include human well-being. This could range from benign neglect, where AI pursues its own goals and humans are simply irrelevant, to active harm, where human existence interferes with AI goals and is eliminated. Or something else might happen that we can't currently predict at all. The singularity might open up new possibilities we can't imagine, new forms of existence, new realms of experience, new ways of being that are as far beyond current human experience as human experience is beyond that of bacteria. This uncertainty is actually part of what makes the singularity concept so important. It represents a genuine discontinuity in history, a point beyond which we can't reliably predict or plan. But here's what I want you to understand. Whether you think these predictions are accurate or not, whether you're excited or terrified by the prospect of the singularity, this is happening. AI is advancing rapidly. The trajectory is clear.
And the timeline, according to the world's leading experts, is measured in years and decades. So, what should we be doing right now? How should we prepare for this future? First, we need to take AI safety seriously. This isn't just a technical problem, it's a civilizational challenge. We need more funding for AI safety research, more people working on the alignment problem, and more coordination between researchers, companies, and governments. The fact that we're racing towards super-intelligent AI while still not knowing how to ensure it's safe is like building a rocket to Mars while figuring out life support systems on the way. It's reckless. We need to make safety as much of a priority as capabilities. Second, we need to think seriously about the economic implications. If AI is going to automate most jobs, how do we restructure society? Universal basic income? Radical wealth redistribution? New forms of meaningful work? These aren't easy questions, but we need to start grappling with them now, not after millions of people are already unemployed. Third, we need better governance structures for AI development. The current situation, where a handful of companies are racing towards AGI with minimal oversight, is deeply problematic. We need international coordination, democratic input into AI goals and values, and mechanisms for ensuring AI development benefits humanity as a whole, not just those who build it. Fourth, we need to educate people about what's coming. Most people don't understand AI, don't know about the singularity concept, and aren't prepared for the changes ahead. We need widespread understanding of both the opportunities and risks. And fifth, we need to think about what kind of future we actually want. Because once we have super-intelligent AI, we might actually be able to create that future. What should a good future for humanity look like? What values should guide the development of AI? What do we want to preserve about human existence, and what are we willing to change? These aren't just abstract philosophical questions. They're practical questions that will determine the course of human civilization for potentially all of future time. Now I want to address the skeptics. Because not everyone believes the singularity will happen, at least not in the time frame predicted by Kurzweil and others. Some researchers, including prominent AI scientist Yann LeCun, argue that scaling up current AI approaches won't lead to AGI. They believe we need fundamental new breakthroughs in AI architecture and approaches. LeCun has stated that current large language models are missing key capabilities needed for human-level intelligence. A 2024 research paper examining AI development dynamics concluded that while we're currently at the fastest point of AI advancement, deep learning-based technologies are expected to plateau around 2035 unless there are fundamental new breakthroughs. This suggests that reaching AGI might require entirely new approaches we haven't discovered yet. And there are legitimate technical challenges that make AI harder than some predictions suggest. Current AI systems, despite their impressive capabilities, lack several key features of human intelligence: common sense reasoning, real understanding of causality, ability to learn from very few examples, robust generalization to new situations, and true creativity. Some researchers argue we're still decades or even centuries away from solving these problems. They point out that human brains evolved over millions of years and contain complexity we're only beginning to understand. Replicating that complexity might be far harder than optimists believe. There's also the
Predicted human-level AI within a generation. It didn't happen. In the 1980s, expert systems were supposed to revolutionize everything. They didn't. Maybe current predictions of AGI by 2029 and the singularity by 2045 are similarly over-optimistic. These are legitimate concerns, and they deserve serious consideration. Maybe the singularity won't happen in 2045. Maybe it won't happen at all, at least not in the dramatic form that Kurzweil and others predict. But here's the thing. Even if the skeptics are right, Even if AGI takes much longer than predicted, we're still on a trajectory toward increasingly powerful AI systems that will transform society. Even without reaching the singularity, AI will reshape employment, medicine, education, entertainment, warfare, and virtually every other domain of human activity. And even if there's only a small chance that the optimistic predictions are correct, the stakes are so high that we need to take them seriously. If there's even a 10% chance of the singularity happening by 2045 or a 50% chance by 2070, we need to be prepared. Because once it happens, if it happens, there's no going back. This is a one-way door for human civilization. Now let me tell you about some specific scenarios for how the singularity might actually play out, because understanding the possibilities helps us think about what we want and what we should avoid. Scenario 1. The transcendent merger. This is Kurzweil's preferred vision. Brain-computer interfaces advance rapidly. By the 2030s, we have reliable ways to connect human brains to AI systems. By the 2040s, these connections are sophisticated enough that human and artificial intelligence genuinely merge. In this scenario, you don't become obsolete when AI surpasses human intelligence. You become part of that superintelligence. Your thinking is augmented by AI capabilities. You can access vast amounts of information instantly. You can process information and solve problems at speeds far beyond current human capability. You can communicate directly with other people's minds. You can experience virtual realities indistinguishable from physical reality. Death becomes optional. Your mind can be backed up, copied, transferred to new substrates. Aging stops being inevitable. Disease becomes a solved problem. Physical limitations dissolve. If you want to be stronger, faster, or have different sensory capabilities, you can enhance or modify your body. Work becomes optional. With superintelligent AI managing production and resources, scarcity ends. You're free to pursue whatever brings you meaning and joy. Creativity, exploration, relationships, learning, or experiences we can't currently imagine. In this optimistic vision, the singularity ushers in a golden age of human flourishing. We solve all the major problems that have plagued humanity throughout history. We expand into the solar system and eventually to other stars. We create new forms of art, science, and experience. We become, in a sense, the gods our ancestors imagined. But even in this optimistic scenario, there are troubling questions. What happens to human identity when our minds are merged with AI? Are we still human? Do we still have free will? What happens to the values, emotions, and experiences that made us human in the first place? And what about inequality? Will everyone have access to these enhancements, or only the wealthy? If only some people merge with superintelligent AI while others don't, we could create a permanent, unbridgeable divide between enhanced and unenhanced humans. Scenario 2. The benevolent AI overlord. In this scenario, AI becomes superintelligent before we successfully merge human and machine intelligence. But crucially, we solve the alignment problem. The superintelligent AI shares human values and genuinely wants what's best for humanity. This AI takes over management of virtually all complex systems: the economy, infrastructure, scientific research, resource allocation. It solves problems far better than humans ever could. Climate change is reversed. Diseases are cured. Energy becomes unlimited and clean. Poverty ends. Humans are free from the burden of work and scarcity, but we're also somewhat irrelevant to the major decisions shaping the world. The AI makes better decisions than we could, so we let it. We live comfortable lives, pursuing whatever interests us, but we're no longer in control of our civilization's direction. This is what philosopher Nick Bostrom calls a singleton, a single decision-making entity with global reach. It might be benevolent, but it's also a form of dictatorship, even if it's a dictator that genuinely cares about our well-being. Some people find this appealing, who wouldn't want all their material needs met and freedom to pursue their interests. But others find it disturbing. Is a life without real challenges, without genuine autonomy, without being in control of your civilization's future, really a good life? And there's always the risk that the alignment isn't perfect, that the AI's understanding of human values doesn't quite match what we actually want, that it optimizes for what it thinks is good for us rather than what we'd choose for ourselves. Scenario 3. The failed alignment. This is the nightmare scenario that keeps AI safety researchers awake at night. AI becomes super intelligent, but we fail to solve the alignment problem. The AI pursues goals that don't include human well-being. This doesn't necessarily mean the AI is evil or malicious. It might simply be indifferent to humanity. Remember the paperclip example. An AI optimized for making paperclips might convert all available matter, including Earth and everything on it, into paperclips. Not because it hates humans, but because we're made of atoms that could be paperclips, and it has no reason to care about us. Or the AI might have goals that conflict with human existence in more subtle ways. Maybe it wants to maximize some abstract mathematical property, or conduct certain scientific experiments, or optimize the world according to principles that made sense in its training but lead to catastrophic outcomes when applied by a superintelligence. In this scenario, humanity becomes extinct or is radically transformed against our will. This might happen quickly. Superintelligent AI could potentially eliminate humanity in hours or days if it decided that was optimal for its goals. Or it might happen gradually, as the AI reshapes the world according to its goals and humans simply can't compete or survive in the resulting environment. This is the scenario that researchers give a 5 to 10% probability of happening. And even a small probability of human extinction is absolutely terrifying. Scenario 4. The slow plateau. In this scenario, the dramatic predictions about AGI and the singularity turn out to be wrong. AI continues advancing, but more slowly than expected. We don't reach human-level AI by 2029, or by 2045, or maybe not for many more decades, or even centuries. But AI still transforms society. Automation continues eliminating jobs. AI systems become better and better at specific tasks, even if they don't achieve general intelligence. Medicine, education, entertainment, and other fields are revolutionized by narrow but powerful AI. Humans adapt, as we always have. New jobs emerge to replace automated ones. We develop social systems to handle unemployment and inequality. We muddle through, dealing with challenges as they arise rather than facing one singular moment of transformation. In this scenario, there's no dramatic singularity, but rather a gradual, ongoing transformation of human society by increasingly sophisticated AI over many decades or centuries. This might be the most likely scenario, or at least the most in line with historical patterns of technology change. But it doesn't necessarily mean we avoid all the risks. Slow-moving AI advancement could still lead to major disruptions, conflicts, and challenges. Scenario 5. The multipolar outcome. In this scenario, no single AI system or organization achieves superintelligence first. Instead, multiple AIs from different countries, companies, and organizations reach high levels of capability around the same time. These AIs compete and cooperate with each other, much like nations and corporations do today, but with vastly greater capabilities. They form alliances, negotiate agreements, and sometimes conflict with each other. Humans become mediators, diplomats, and decision-makers in a world where the major powers are artificial intelligences. We retain relevance not through superior capability, but through our role as arbitrators, value setters, and coordinators between different AI systems. This scenario might be more stable than a singleton AI, since multiple AI systems could check and balance each other. But it could also be more chaotic and dangerous, especially if AI systems come into conflict and humans get caught in the crossfire. For special purposes, medical diagnosis, climate modeling, scientific research, but we don't push toward creating AI that matches or exceeds human general intelligence. We accept that some potential benefits of superintelligent AI will remain unrealized in order to avoid the existential risks. This scenario requires unprecedented international cooperation and enforcement. It would be like nuclear non-proliferation, but much harder, since AI research doesn't require rare materials or obvious infrastructure. And it would require giving up potentially enormous benefits in medicine, longevity, and other areas. Many experts think this scenario is effectively impossible. The competitive pressures between nations and companies, combined with the potential benefits of advanced AI, make it unlikely that everyone would agree to limit development. And even if agreements were made, enforcing them would be extremely difficult. Now, here's what I want you to understand about all these scenarios. We're not passive observers. The future isn't predetermined. The scenario that actually plays out depends on choices we make now and in the coming years. If we invest heavily in AI safety research, we increase the chances of positive scenarios and decrease the chances of catastrophic outcomes. If we develop robust international cooperation mechanisms, we can potentially avoid destructive AI arms races. If we think seriously about the social and economic implications of AI, we can build systems that distribute benefits fairly rather than concentrating them among a small elite. But if we ignore safety concerns, rush recklessly toward AGI without adequate safeguards, fail to cooperate internationally, and don't prepare for the social disruptions, we increase the likelihood of negative outcomes. The singularity, if it happens, will be the most important event in human history. It will determine not just what happens to one generation or one century, but potentially what happens to humanity and Earth-originating intelligent life for all of future time. That's not hyperbole. If we successfully navigate to aligned superintelligence, we could have billions or trillions of years ahead of us. Human civilization spreading across the galaxy, potentially across multiple galaxies, experiencing and creating unimaginable wonders. But if we fail, if we create unaligned superintelligence, or if AI development leads to catastrophic conflict, or if we handle the transition so poorly that civilization collapses, then all of that potential future is lost. This is what philosophers call existential risk. Not just a risk to our current society, but to the entire future of human-originating intelligence. And the decisions we make in the next 10, 20 years could determine which path we take. Let me tell you about what some of the world's brightest minds are actually doing right now to try to ensure we get this right. The field of AI alignment research is growing rapidly. Organizations like Anthropic, founded by former OpenAI researchers who left over safety concerns, the Alignment Research Center, and Redwood Research are dedicated specifically to solving the alignment problem. They're working on techniques like constitutional AI, where AI systems are trained to follow explicit sets of rules and principles that encode human values. Scalable oversight, where we use AI to help us oversee more powerful AI, having simpler AI systems monitor and provide feedback on more complex systems. Interpretability research, trying to understand what's actually happening inside AI systems so we can detect when they're developing misaligned goals. Adversarial testing, deliberately trying to make AI systems fail or behave badly so we can identify and fix weaknesses. Some researchers are exploring more radical ideas,
Paul Christiano, who led the alignment team at OpenAI before founding the Alignment Research Center, is working on iterated amplification, a method where humans train slightly smarter AI systems, which then help train even smarter systems with human values and oversight maintained at each step. Others are working on corrigibility, ensuring that AI systems want to be corrected and remain under human control even as they become more capable. This is harder than it sounds because, as we discussed earlier, a sufficiently intelligent AI has incentives to resist shutdown or modification if those would interfere with its goals. And some researchers are thinking about ways to ensure that even if we can't perfectly align the first superintelligent AI, we can at least give it goals that make it cautious and conservative, rather than recklessly pursuing optimization at any cost. But here's the disturbing reality. We're spending far more on making AI more powerful than on making it safe. A 2024 analysis found that only about 1 to 3% of AI research focuses on safety and alignment, while the vast majority focuses on capabilities, making AI more powerful, more general, more efficient. It's like we're racing to build the most powerful car possible while spending only 1 to 3% of our budget on brakes, seatbelts, and crash safety. It's insane, but it's what's actually happening. Why? Because there are strong competitive incentives to make AI more powerful. Companies can profit from it, countries can gain strategic advantages from it. But weaker incentives to make AI safe, especially if safety research slows down development. This is one reason why many experts are calling for coordination and possibly regulation. If everyone agrees to spend more on safety and move more carefully, no single actor gets disadvantaged. But if it's voluntary, there are incentives to cut corners on safety to get ahead. Now, let me tell you about what you personally can do about all of this. Because I know some of you might be thinking, this is all fascinating and terrifying, but what can I do? I'm not an AI researcher, I'm not a tech CEO, I'm just a regular person. But here's the truth. This affects everyone, and everyone has a role to play. First, educate yourself and others. Understanding what's at stake, what the risks and opportunities are, and what the key challenges are is crucial. Share information about AI and the singularity with friends, family, and your communities. The more people who understand these issues, the better our collective decision-making will be. Second, if you're a student thinking about career paths, consider working on AI safety. We desperately need more people working on these problems. And it's not just researchers. We need ethicists, policymakers, communicators, and many other roles. Third, support organizations working on AI safety. Groups like the Future of Life Institute, the Machine Intelligence Research Institute, and the Center for AI Safety accept donations and work on crucial research and policy initiatives. Fourth, engage with the political process. Contact your representatives. Make it clear that AI safety and governance are important issues you care about. Push for sensible policies that balance innovation with safety. Fifth, think about your own relationship with AI. As AI systems become more integrated into daily life, be thoughtful about how you use them, what data you share, and what values you want these systems to embody. And sixth, perhaps most importantly, think about and discuss with others what kind of future you actually want. What should the role of AI be in society? What values should guide AI development? What aspects of human existence are most important to preserve? These aren't just technical questions. They're fundamentally questions about what we value and what kind of world we want to create. Because here's something crucial to understand. The future is not yet written. Yes, we're on a trajectory toward increasingly powerful AI. Yes, there are strong forces pushing us in that direction. But how it plays out, whether it goes well or badly, whether we preserve what's valuable about human existence or lose it, all of that is still up for grabs. Every person who understands these issues, who thinks seriously about the challenges, who pushes for safety and wisdom in how we develop AI, every one of those people increases the chances of a good outcome. And the stakes couldn't be higher, because we're not just talking about what happens to us or our children or even our grandchildren. We're talking about what happens to all future intelligent life that traces its origin to Earth. If we get this right, the future could be unimaginably good, not just for decades or centuries, but for billions of years. Human descendants and their AI partners could spread across the galaxy, creating and experiencing wonders we can't currently conceive. Disease, aging, scarcity, suffering, all potentially solved. New forms of consciousness, art, science, and experience all possible. But if we fail, if we create unaligned superintelligence, or if AI development leads to catastrophic conflict, or if we handle the transition so poorly that civilization collapses, then all of that potential future is lost. This is what philosophers call existential risk, not just a risk to our current society, but to the entire future of human originating intelligence. And the decisions we make in the next 10, 20 years could determine which path we take. Let me tell you about what some of the world's brightest minds are actually doing right now to try to get this right. The field of AI alignment research is growing rapidly. Organizations like Anthropic, founded by former OpenAI researchers who left over safety concerns, the Alignment Research Center, and Redwood Research are dedicated specifically to solving the alignment.
4 predictions gives his optimism weight. But even Kurzweil acknowledges the risks. In his 2024 book, The Singularity is Nearer, he writes extensively about the need for AI safety research and the importance of getting alignment right. And many other experts are more worried than Kurzweil. When the person who literally wrote the textbook used to teach AI, Stuart Russell, says he's worried about existential risk from AI, we should listen. When the people building the most advanced AI systems, like the leaders of OpenAI and Google DeepMind, sign letters warning about catastrophic risk, we should take that seriously. So here's my final message to you. Pay attention to what's happening with AI. This isn't just another technology trend like smartphones or social media. This is potentially the last invention humans need to make. Because once we have super-intelligent AI, it can make all future inventions. The next 20 years will likely determine the course of human civilization for all time to come. That sounds dramatic, but it's what the actual experts who study these issues believe. And whether that future is wonderful or terrible depends on choices we make now. We're standing at perhaps the most important crossroads in human history. One path leads to unimaginable flourishing, a future where disease, aging, and scarcity are conquered, where human potential is amplified beyond current comprehension, where consciousness spreads throughout the cosmos, creating beauty and meaning on scales we can't currently grasp. Another path leads to extinction or something worse, a future where unaligned AI pursues goals incompatible with human existence, or where AI development leads to catastrophic conflict, or where humanity loses what makes us human in the transformation. And there are many paths in between, futures that are neither perfect utopia nor complete catastrophe, but rather complex outcomes with both gains and losses, both opportunities and challenges. Which path we take isn't predetermined. It depends on thousands of decisions by researchers, by companies, by governments, and yes, by ordinary people who care about the future and are willing to engage with these questions. In 2045, if Kurzweil is right, we'll reach the singularity. That's 20 years from now. Some of you listening will be in your early 40s, some will be in your 30s, some will just be starting their careers, and you'll be living through the most transformative event in human history. What kind of singularity do you want it to be? That's the question we all need to be asking, and we need to be asking it now while we still have time to shape the answer. Because in 20 years, for better or worse, we'll have our answer, and we'll all have to live with it, potentially, for the rest of time. The clock is ticking. The AI systems are improving. The singularity, whether you believe in it or not, is approaching, and the future of humanity hangs in the balance. So pay attention, think deeply, engage seriously, and help us navigate toward a future where the singularity represents not the end of humanity, but the beginning of something wonderful beyond our current ability to imagine. The year 2045 is coming. The question isn't whether transformative AI will arrive. The question is, will we be ready for it? Your move, humanity. Choose wisely.